Look, it's gotta be done, okay? I know we've done a lot of these recently, but it's gotta be done. Something in my brain is like, I can't rest until I at least do something with this character. I'm ready for it. Basement 1. What are we trying to do? Boss rush and hush if possible. What's your opinion on Oblivion NPC conversations? Hi, spare 2 seconds. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on anything related to the Elder Scrolls, and that's sincere. And that's on period. I was glancing. I'm gonna admit I was glancing. I walked right into it. Hey, you! Frickin', yeah, just blow yourself up, loser. Get out of here. I have no opinions on the Elder Scrolls whatsoever. It's one of those game franchises I mean, I played Skyrim, and I remember when the Xbox 360 came out, Oblivion was like a frickin' killer app, right? That was one of the games where, like, you know, after you got bored of playing Call of Duty 2 and Need for Speed Underground, starring the host of Ease Wild on, Oblivion was coming out in like a month. Go. And people were like, I'm so frickin' hype. My friend, like, on his lunch break, from high school, like, drove all the way into town, bought Oblivion, and then spent all of calculus class just, like, looking at the map that came in the instruction book. I was hyped for him. I literally never played it myself. I was more of a Need for Speed Underground 2 sort of guy. What can I say? Never had good taste. It's not a recent revelation. Okay. Boss rush, hush. Boss rush, hush. Boss rush, hush. Oh, I used to love reading the, oh, well, okay, maybe hush. No boss rush, though. I used to love reading the game manuals on the drive home, but that is how I discovered when I bought Perfect Dark that I was only going to be able to play multiplayer and, like, single-player firing range stuff against bots because I didn't own an expansion pack. Then I had to wait, like, another 2 months to buy the expansion pack and finally play the single player. Huge. Huge. Well, at least we got an awesome reward for it. Was it worth it? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's just like one of the first examples for me of FOMO. Like, when I only had access to the multiplayer in Perfect Dark, I was, like, just dreaming about the single player. Then when I got the expansion pack, I, like, almost never played the single player anyway. Because I was like, you know, this is boring. I could be using the far sight right now and shooting my friends through the walls. Let me in. Let me in. I don't even know, like, it doesn't matter. Like, what am I asking for from these enemies? I have no idea. Or what am I asking for from these item rooms, I mean? I got no clue. If you're not gonna give me mom's knife, then just, like, sit down, man. Unless you're gonna give me something more overpowered than Tainted Esau as a, like, a familiar is, then just, like, sit down. And I guess the #1 thing I'm asking for is don't give me that boss that uses a tractor beam to suck you into the center of the map, thereby guaranteeing that you have to become the lost Saul's Holy Mantle. I'm gonna level with you, by the way. Like, this is probably my hottest repentance take. This character is actually good. Full stop. Oh, what the heck? I can't process this kind of information right now. Are you crazy? You know what? I'm gonna keep it very simple. I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, it's a very powerful character. It's probably gonna be... It's like Judas, right? Like, before our brains expanded. It's gonna be one of those characters that it's probably pretty hard to win with. Oh, you're right. We should have taken as the Lost. That's a low cost lesson to learn, because the rest of the items were probably not that good, unless maybe we could have become Guppy, but that's good to remember. Anyway, I just like... I actually... Like, the cardinal sin of any Isaac run that leads to boredom is simply, like, low damage. So the fact that... I mean, I'm not gonna say no to speed here. Appreciate it. The fact that you get awesome damage by default as this character is like... At least you know you're never gonna want for DPS. You might want for HP, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it, but... You're never gonna want for DPS. And that's the kind of Isaac world I want to live in. There's a lot of enemies here, huh? Kind of thought we were on the tail end. I got out of the way of that by about a quarter of a second, maybe. Does his damage scale? I don't think so, and that it actually like gets a lot worse as the enemies start to get more HP. I don't know where you are. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know where you are. But hold on. Just gotta focus for a brief moment. You know, the idea is, I guess, is that hopefully by the time his damage falls off a little bit, you would have some kind of like hurting power of your own, but obviously that doesn't always come to pass. Not a secret room. I'm gonna get hit. Just prepare yourself. This is like classic lose the deal with the devil hours. I told you. This is a tough one, man. I thought that would get to him. Stop picking up the money. I don't even know what it does, but I'd like it. He's dead. Okay. This is a really tough room. Zero, come on, 1 in 300 chance of the deal with the devil, baby. Don't need it. HP, very good, very good. Down to the next floor, very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay. Bumbo's rough, man. Bumbo's rough. Tinted rock. Ah, well, nevertheless. When they invent a game called Who Can Spot the Most Tinted Rocks, you guys, you're gonna be like esports athletes for sure. Oh, they already have it. It's called Where's Waldo, but unfortunately you have to be under the age of 11 to compete, so only about half of chat is actually still eligible for the competition at this point, but maybe one day they'll introduce like a seniors league, and then you'll be able to finally get that glory. Okay, good stuff. Darn, I just turned 12. Also, no more free kids meals at that point from Swiss Chalet. You can only get a... Well, actually, it's not even free now that I think about it. You can only order off of the kids meal if you're under the age of 12. But I do want to say... You know what? I actually feel like maybe the Necronomicon's the play here, as weird as that sounds. I wonder what would happen if you tried to order off of the kids menu as an adult. I know at McDonald's, like, it literally doesn't matter. I knew it was coming. That's a tough dodge. We should have Necronomicons. I bet they wouldn't care. I bet they're like, if you want to pay, like... $10 for 4 chicken nuggets and a couple of frozen French fries, then, like, by all means. It's not, if you're getting it for free, it's kind of a different story, but I think if you're an adult, they'll be like, okay, fine. I bet there's been a lot of TikToks like that. Today, as teenagers, we're gonna go to McDonald's and order a Happy Meal. It's gonna be crazy. Hey, what can I get you? Hey, can we get a Happy Meal, please? Sure. Is that all? Yes. That'll be 7:15 at the next window, please. If you'll excuse me. Hey, joke's on you. Now I can open that. And that Bet you feel silly now. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Kids menu. That's all I got. Yeah, if he touches me again, we're super toasted. I would not recommend it. It would hurt a great deal. Does the existence of a Happy Meal imply the existence of a sad meal? Great question. I'd never thought about it prior to this. Kind of surprised that I'm alive here, by the way. I think there are sad meals, but they don't... Oh my god. They don't tend to sell them at restaurants, you know? I think that maybe like going to the Waffle House sometimes might lead to the kind of sad meal or something like that. Did you see, this thread was not like super popular, so I'm assuming the answer is no. But there was like a Swedish game dev who made like a list of American fast food restaurants they're intrigued by but have never been to. I was looking at some of the stuff, and I feel like I got a foot in both camps, right? Because I'm Canadian, which is not from the United States of America. However, we have a lot of like inherited American cultural norms, I guess you could say. So some of the stuff, I knew it was coming. As soon as I did it, I knew it was coming. I was like, the only safe place for me is the place that kills you. But anyway, it was some of the stuff I was like, yeah, it's weird. I'm trying to think of examples. Like Denny's in particular. I don't understand Denny's, really. I mean, it's like breakfast, but it's also like a diner. But it's also like the menu has 400 things on it, which is unusual to me. And I've never eaten at Denny's and been like, it's good. But then some of the stuff I was like, you know, you Swedes, they're coming for like the jugular vein, man. They were like P.F. Chang's. I don't understand this. Is this just like Chinese food that white people feel like it's safe to eat? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just tasty, man. I wanted to be snobby about P.F. Chang's. And then Kate wanted to go there once when we were in Seattle. And I was like, look, this is way more expensive than it should be, but it's actually like, it's pretty good. It's probably, you know, not authentic, but also like, obviously it's not authentic. You're eating it next to like an electronics store in a strip mall. What do you expect? I thought it was pretty tasty, honestly. The only thing I was offended by at P.F. Chang's was the price. It was not the flavor. I was like, this is the kind of thing, this should not be costing what it costs here. But in terms of the enjoyment my mouth felt when I ate the food, I was like, I think it's pretty good. I love American Chinese food, man. I do. I don't eat it very often. It just doesn't come up that much for Kate and myself. But when I get the chance, I'm like, dude, absolutely. There's probably better American Chinese places in Seattle. Well, I guarantee there's better American Chinese places in Vancouver as well. But, you know, sometimes you're just like, hey, there's a P.F. Chang's. You want to just eat and then, like, you know, move on with our day? Try something we've never tried before? Instead of worrying about, like, auditing every single meal to make sure that we have, like, a plausible reason for eating at a chain restaurant that strangers won't make fun of us for online. I did, okay, the one that tilted me, though, was when there was Olive Garden, and then, the meal that they said they would order was called, like, a tour of Italy, and then, I guess a tour of Italy is it's a 3-course main dish from Olive Garden that is a little spaghetti, a little lasagna, and then also, like, a chicken parmesan. I was like, man, that's like, that's a lot of food. Plus the all-you-can-eat breadsticks, my lord. I also love it. It's called A Tour of Italy. I've seen it all. Hey, have you ever been? I don't need to, man. I already experienced it at the Olive Garden. What's the most prevalent Asian cuisine in your area? This is gonna sound not snobby, but like self-inflating. But really, Vancouver has it all. But it depends where you are in the city. I don't know. We might accidentally split Esau here. But like, depending on where you are, like Burnaby has a ton of Korean food. Richmond has a ton of Chinese food. Pretty much everywhere has a ton of Japanese food. Surrey has a ton of like Indian and South Asian cuisine. Like there's you really are spoiled for choice. In the city proper, like there's not that many like chain Chinese restaurants. There's a place called Peaceful Restaurant that's kind of spread around the city. Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives did an episode on it. And outside of every single Peaceful Restaurant location, there's usually like a picture of Guy Fieri eating a peaceful beef roll to be like, check it out, Guy Fieri was here. Peaceful Restaurant, it's pretty good. I mean, it's oily, but I kind of feel like that's what you're going for. Keep me moving, man. Keep me moving. Got him. Now please get this guy. Barely got out of the way. It's all about you gotta eat here. I've eaten at a couple places that you gotta eat here has covered. You're gonna laugh at me, but there's a Vancouver brunch restaurant called Yolks that I have eaten at. It was featured on the show one time. Don't hit me, dude. Like, come on. Yolks is pretty good. But that's also how I realized that, like, that show just... I know I've said FOMO before, but that's how I realized that those shows just hinge on FOMO, right? Like, on the show, he's like, it's ooey gooey. It's the creamiest Eggs Benedict I've ever had. And that hollandaise, oh my god, delightful. Then you eat it yourself, and you're like, it's good. I don't know if I'd take the SkyTrain more than a couple of stops, though, and you're making like your whole show about it. Okay, I'm gonna... We should... Have we been to our item room? I'm trying to remember here. Go ahead, just hit me, dude, but I don't need... just give me Ghost, baby. I hate to say it. We have been to our item room. Okay, get me out of here. Have you been to Belgian Fries? I have not been to Belgian Fries, also known as Belgian Frites. The only poutine I've had in Vancouver, maybe at like a couple of pubs I've had poutine, and then Costco, man. And like, I don't feel the need to deviate from the Costco poutine. I eat poutine so rarely to begin with. Well, it kind of worked. Yeah, Seven Seals, I mean, I'll go to die on this hill. I think Seven Seals is actually, like, bad. And I can't remember, like, because my brain is so fried from, like, a decade doing this job. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, no, dude. But I can't remember if, like, it no longer spawns war, or if that was just a meme that chat got me with. Because of the fact that we do... Oh, no. Because of the fact that we do a little trolling here. I can't recall whether that was a real troll or a fake troll. Stop that. What am I doing, dude? Like... This is not the way to good health. It kind of... I don't become the Lost. So there is that, but like we also rely on that for like all of our damage. Hello, Bear Taffy, by the way. Bear Taffy plushie's now available. Bear, you can drop the link probably. You're a mod, right? Probably. People were like, did you buy the plush? I was the first person to buy the plush. You frickin' Johnny's come lately, or sometimes not at all. Bear can vouch. I took a screenshot, I put it in the Discord. Bear, what do you think of PF Chang's, man? Justin, you don't get to answer because I'm sure you're gonna say something that's gonna be like, well, and I'm gonna be like, ugh. But Bear's on the level, man. Bear's on the level. Honestly, never been? My man. That's not negative. That's not negative. So I am going for boss rush, but I also would love to receive an item to make my journey through the game somewhat easier. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. I think we're lacking. I know we talk about it too much, but we're on the vibe, yes sir. We're lacking a lot of the chain restaurants in Vancouver. And I know that because we have so many local chains, but sometimes you want the local chains, and then you also want the ability to go to like a Cheesecake Factory without driving for 3 hours. But I guess you can't always get what you want. That's what they always get annoyed when people they're like, why don't you support a local business instead? And I'm like, bro, that's what we do like 95% of the time. But then occasionally you're like, I ate at McDonald's yesterday, and they're like, I would never, couldn't be me. Just relax, man. Sometimes you just, you just want like a chicken McNugget, dude. Okay, this was a horrible decision. I lost my bone heart. Yeah, forget, I am a local business, so how about you support me by shutting your freaking pie hole? How does that make you feel? Good? Good. Okay. Well, it's so good. Okay, okay. Just relax. We can't take paralysis. Bad trip doesn't bother me. That's a demon heart in my pocket. I don't want to cleave them. I don't want to cleave them. I'm happier with them being uncleaved. Because we need the damage. In my personal opinion, at least. Friendship necklace? I don't know. Sure, why not? Why not? I'm not freaking cleaving. I'm not freaking cleaving. Yeah, hit him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Help me! I'm stupid! I'm stupid! It's a bit of a busy room. We haven't been to our item room. We may not, honestly. We may not. We may just take the synth oil, which is pretty sick to begin with. Being able to fly seems like insanely good. And then see and never. Goodbye. Look at that. Easy money, man. That being said, I do wish I stuck with the matchstick, but that's pretty minor in the whole scheme of things. Anyway, just leave PF Chang's alone, man. I get it. If you were in a big city, you would never eat at a chain restaurant. You would only exclusively eat at the finest one table restaurant, holes in the wall. You would never in your entire life succumb to a single temptation. By the way, the moon's blessing smiles upon us. But I guess I'm built the same, man. What do they serve? Basically like American Chinese food. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's nothing special. It's just, you know, it's I found it, I wouldn't even say it was particularly great, but I expected it to be garbage because of the discourse on the internet, which is like, this tastes nothing like the noodle carts I'm used to in Shenzhen. When I ate it myself, I was like, actually, this is it's pretty tasty. I mean, it's hard to mess up, like, you know, deep fried meat in a sweet sauce, it turns out. Don't cleave me, bro. Have you ever been to Donbo? Dude, no joke, I'm trying to think. I think Dombo might have been the last restaurant I went to pre-COVID. It's definitely like, I feel like when this is, I guess, like, I don't know, kind of like a humble brag. When cases were low in BC this summer, Kate got a pregnant ramen craving and was like, I want to go to Dombo. And as is typical, we waited in line outside of the Dombo. And like, so this is a ramen restaurant, for one, that's always super busy. Don't suck him in there. Come on, man. But then, like, obviously with, like, COVID protocols and stuff like that, like, their capacity was, like, dropped to a third. So we had to wait in line, like, 3 times longer just to eat the bowl of ramen. Dombo's great. I get annoyed by the wait is, like, it's too crazy. It's a foodie blogger sort of thing. It's really good. Like, it's probably my pick for, like, the best ramen in the city. And we got a lot of pretty good ramen places here, but it's just like, it's the old hipster lament, right? I'm like, what? I knew it was coming, man. I knew it was freaking coming. It's the old hipster lament, which is, you know, I liked it more before it was popular. That didn't kill me, huh? Lucky me. Saved. Like, you used to be able to go at like, you know, 9 p.m. You could walk into Dombo and that, you know, you'd wait 5 minutes, you get some ramen, you eat it, you leave. It was good stuff. Then it became like the most accoladed ramen restaurant in the city, and now everybody that goes, it takes them 10 minutes to even like start to eat the ramen because they got to stage their plate first and you know, make sure that the photo is like as good as possible for Instagram and stuff like that. And you're like, please, I just want to sit down. Okay, that was not good, but at least I'm not the lost yet. Freeze him. I mean, I see all the discourse in chat. People are like, this is very engaging commentary and stuff like that, but can you just drop an F-bomb because you left behind an item? It's not that kind of channel, you know? At least it's not the vibe right now. You're welcome to go to the directory if you're looking for that kind of discourse. I'm sure you can find it. I'm sure there'll be somebody out there who would be happy to see it. We're just vibing right now. Don't worry about it so much. You're embarrassing me. It's like the time to talk about games was when I was on the podcast or we were talking about gaming news, and then everybody was like, do the Bernie Sanders voice. Now I'm trying to do the Bernie Sanders voice, and everyone's like, you left behind a game-winning trinket. Just relax. Hello, baby.
Hello. I really need to poop.
Okay, you can leave the baby in the bouncer. That's fine.
As soon as I left her in the playpen, so I can go take a poop, she like, it was 10 out of 10 cry.
Can I tell you something that might surprise you?
What?
You can just leave her in the bouncer. You don't have to say that you're gonna go defecate.
Well, you don't have to repeat it then.
You did it on mic, though.
No, I didn't. I said it away from her.
I don't know about that one. Wait, this whole time when you've been telling me stories from the doorway, you thought that people couldn't hear them?
They can't really hear me.
Hold on, I got big plans. You can put her in, it's all good. Am I about to be like bludgeoned over the head or something? Don't hit me. Okay, baby. Look, it's daddy time. Okay. Daddy time. Dude, that room was like masterful. Oh, no. She really did start to cry immediately. Don't worry, baby. Mommy's gonna be right back. Yo, dude, his matchstick is exactly what we were asking for. What? Why do I have a P2? Oh, you know what happened? I leaned over and turned on my... I pressed the touchpad on my PS4 controller. But how am I supposed to get to safety to turn it off? It can't be done. At the start of the next floor, I'll get 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh my god, but this is boss rush. I think I'm toasted, man. I think I'm toasted. Okay, just chill, okay? You just chill. Do we have, Jacob? Hello, Jacob. Would you like to join us? Oh, hello. Welcome. Did you bring enough Jacob for the rest of the class? Freeze him, baby. Now that's good damage. I would prefer to not be the lost. Oh my god. Guess we'll take the negative. I have like, okay, I was gonna say I have no damage. Proptosis helps out. It's not that good, but it's the best option here for sure. Okay, it's very simple. You just simply can't get hit. As long as you don't get hit, you can't die. Alright, this sucks. Just kill me and allow me to start over again, please. I'm gonna make you work for it, but I do embrace the inevitability, I think. If only you'd kept Cleaver. Hey, Aaron Rodgers, if only you hadn't thrown that interception in the third quarter, like my dad said, then you wouldn't have died. Jeez, they should really get your dad out onto the field. Okay, slash marker, Tainted Jacob, and we're running it back. We're running it back again. We get some damage upgrades, we're going to be out of control. Bear, are you seeing... Wait, how do you get the good vibes going in chat, man? The only time chat's happy to be here is like when I'm not here. Before the show starts, they're like, where is he? I miss Egg. As soon as it starts, they're like, oh, Lord help me. He left a penny behind. It's time to cyberbully. I don't have a choice. I gotta take some vibes out of the bear pile. That is hilarious. I hear you, man. Okay. Send him. Once we get muscle memory going here, we got nothing to worry about. I did see the Chib highlight video someone made. I was also like, it was a person's YouTube channel who was like, they had 0 subscribers and like no videos previously made, which was kind of amazing. It was like, this is a person that's like a die-hard Chib fan. No doubt about it. Like, that person is here for Chib and Chib alone, and I respect it. I've just been... Oh, jeez. I've just been going, like, into the Discord now and then, and sometimes I'll @ Chibly and type, like, Ape Together Strong. I don't really know, like, why he's so into the Planet of the Apes movies right now. He's got, like, a... He's got, like, a primate thing, you know? I think he finds the genus amusing. I don't really get it, but I am here for it. Dude, I'm not gonna let you hit me, okay? I'm farming up for, like, a useful item. And if you wanna... If it takes 10 minutes to get it, then it takes 10 minutes to get it. Okay, we're not gonna get it. And instead we gotta speed down. Is this maybe any good? Maybe this is now the bargaining stage or the denial stage of grief, where you're just hoping that they've actually changed this item to make it have some merit whatsoever. But I think the answer is probably no. Get me out of here. Hello, baby. You chilling? Yeah, she's kind of doing like a little Thanos thing with her hand, though. It's a little spooky. Thanos, baby. Sorry, I didn't want free deals with the devil anyway. Overrated. Okay. Yeah, we don't hold R for a bad item. I mean, I can't remember. It's probably happened, but I don't make a habit out of restarting Isaac runs. If I just die because the run is like impossible, then so be it. But I try not to make a habit out of just eating them, you know, from like 5 seconds of bad emotions. Like if you know, you gotta get used to like a little bit of sandpaper. It'll help you out in the game. Because sometimes a run starts great. It's the thing with holding R. It only protects you from the runs that start badly. Sometimes you get runs that start great, and then they turn into garbage afterwards. And holding R doesn't leave you with the musculature necessary to deal with that conundrum. Unless you just hold R after that, I guess. In which case, you know, more power to you, but... I'm not gonna say there haven't been times where I've wanted to hold R, for sure, but... Okay, good stuff. Tried to hit him with the stutter step. That's how we hold R around here. This time. This is the one. If you'll excuse me, please. Turn those R's into F's. Turn that frown upside down. There's another way to hit R as well, which is like you just take 2 damage on the first room, thus rendering it impossible for you to enter the cursed room is another, but then you get a full health pill, so you're like good to go. That's called clip farming. That's not like an Isaac thing, that's just how to be a good streamer 101. Then you get an I'm excited pill, which is gonna make it like functionally impossible to dodge this guy when it turns on. But that's Isaac, baby. That's the fun. That's the meat and potatoes. That's the sort of stuff you miss out on if you hold R. He jumped over the Esau. He jumped over the Esau. Hello, baby, and hello, mommy.
Baby, I've been here.
Yeah, I like to say hi to her. Oh, no. It's not like we have that, like, at the best of times, the baby and I don't have the most scintillating conversation. It's like, it's pretty one-sided. You know, it's a kind of a complicated character to play as. Basically, you know, if you get hit, you become the lost, and if you get hit another time, you die. It's a tricky value prospect. So you might see my corpse more than once. Take me back. Okay, now we're talking. Now we are talking. Can of corn. A special item. You're welcome. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, baby. I'll see you in 100 minutes. 99, 98, 97, 96. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, freeze him. Now we're talking. Well, dude, once this gets committed to the old mental firmware, it's just gonna. It's gonna be very easy. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm so sorry to do this, but It just has to happen in order for my own sanity. Okay, and we're back. Just a temporary pause. That was a sanity check. If you got more mental toughness than me, you might not understand that one. But for me personally, that helped out. I feel like I can breathe again. Sometimes you just gotta hit the release valve. Okay, come on. We got quad shot. We have a tinted rock. We're pretty safe here. And then take it down. Hello, baby. Hello. Hello.
You just look so cute in the outfit I have to show you.
Always happy with a baby break. Always happy with a baby break. Oh, you don't get the HP upgrade as the Lost? It makes sense. I mean, you got a lot of advantages as this character to begin with. You know, you can just, you can take free deals with the devil, which is pretty good. You gotta not get hit in advance of that, though. Which, unfortunately, I've been incapable of. We got 2 different types of stone here. What's up with that? Oh, it's just lighting. I thought we had, like, some granite and some potassium feldspar. Yo, Nobble87, thank you for the raid. You're raiding at a very easy challenge right now. Pretty much, we're just on autopilot. You got nothing to worry about. If this guy touches it, don't even sweat it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was misrepresenting the difficulty of the challenge for comedic effect. And I regret my words and my deeds. All right, let's start it again. Let's send it back. Let's do it one more time. What do we got here? I found myself trapped in the corner. My reflection? That's the closest I've come to holding R this whole time, to be honest with you. But let's meme it up. Let's make it work. You could see in my face the odds of us pressing R. Is one of the only items I would actually consider doing it for. But yeah, thank you for the raid. You met me at a very strange time in my life here, but I hope you enjoy what you're watching regardless. I agree. So it's not just in Flash, Isaac, but I used to think that my reflection was like a good item. And what was my methodology? Well, like, if you miss a shot, it comes back, so you get, like, a second chance to hit. And you're like, in hindsight, that's worth, like, less than 0%. It's actually, like... it's a little negative, but... it has great synergies, but it's terrible overall. Does it have great synergies, though? I don't know. I can only think of, like, Ipecac when I think about this item. I'm trying to think of, like, with Brim, it's amazing. Is it, though? Like, this is an honest question, not just sarcasm, which I am fluent in, as you can tell from my t-shirt. Doesn't it make the brimstone laser, like, revert back on itself? Actually seems, like, in my head, I'm watching it, and it seems bad. But maybe that's not how it works. It just looks cool. Oh, okay. It's just a range up. How about that? Okay, this is the classic Isaac example of playing on tilt. This is not the kind of run where you should be using your orbital to do 90% of your damage. This is the kind of run where you should be using your base damage and then just dodging like a madman. Not today. Not today. Have you watched any of the Candidates tournament? No. So for people that don't know, the Candidates is a tournament that happens in super competitive chess to determine like who's gonna play Magnus Carlsen for the next World Championship. I have watched none of it, but I kind of, you know, every morning, I guess it's probably happening in like Europe or something, but every morning I see like some GIFs of the games, and I tell myself like, hey, what would I play in this situation? It seems like there's been some cool games, like I saw that Fabiano Caruana was playing yesterday and like was down 6 points, but actually won the game. I guess that's kind of like the narrative of the tournament, is that like, oh, this guy who was in the World Championship a couple of years ago has just been like locked inside of a hermetically sealed bunker, like doing gigabrain chess training, and now he's coming out to like, you know, bust down the doors. Nobody knows what to expect. But that's all I know. Which is more than I thought. Okay, Parasitoid Tears is pretty good here. I'm feeling stoked we got an item of some merit. I'm feeling stoked that that's garbage. Look, you know, that's not the right idea. That's not the right idea. I thought about it, but it's not the right time. So much wrong with that. We could have just blown up the bottom side, but whatever. It is what it is. That's true. It's not a bad idea. It could have been hit in the room to fly instead. That's a good point. I didn't consider that. Well, this is hell. If you could just... You knew what was coming, right? Like, there's no getting out of that. That is the wrong button, but that's okay. Can I step on this? I can. I thought I was about to be dragged to hell like Alison Lohman in the 2009 Martin Scorsese movie, Drag Me to Hell. And by Martin Scorsese, I mean, Sam Raimi. That's it. Yeah. Old name that ends with, like, a similar vowel sound. Can you imagine? Martin Scorsese's Drag Me to Hell? Starring Alison Lohman as a gangster. An old mobster. Who's like, hey, maybe... Hey, yous guys ever get bad feelings when we was killing all those people? So, hey, yous guys ever get bad feelings when we was whacking all those guys? Oh, okay, try it again. Hey, yous... Now that's dodging. Saw that one coming? It's just like, that's a statistical play, I would say. It's like betting the over in a game where the Leafs are playing Dave Riddick. You know? It's just, you know, it's not surprising. That's like the most likely option to pay out. Exactly like that. So you gotta let me have it, you know. It's fun to beat the best team in the division when your team is bad. It just feels good. I mean, it's fun to win most times, but like especially it's fun to win against the best team in the division. I didn't get hit. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Don't die. Yeah, like the best time to watch your team is when they're good. The second best time is when nobody gives you a chance to win. Most of the time you're gonna lose, but you don't get frustrated as much because you don't expect to win, you know? You lower your expectations. And then when you do win, you're like, Lamau, I got him. It's the dream. MLB The Show has consumed my non-working life. So I played a little MLB The Show last night. I don't know if it's for me, and I know that this is going to come as a surprise, especially because I've played the game in previous years. But now that I'm playing it like on my TV, it's too far away from my couch, and I can't, like, my batting is so bad. Like, I feel like I have to lean so far forward to be okay at batting that I actually end up like my back is sore after like an hour of doing it, and I'm like, I'm not sure this is like worth it for MLB The Show. Like, I gotta, when I play it up close, like on the streaming setup, or when I play any baseball game up close on the streaming setup, it's no problem. But like, if I just want something to play on my couch, I'm too far away from the TV, man. I feel like I can't bat properly. We'll take, obviously. Donkey, 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 dunk, dunk. Move this sofa closer. I'm not gonna disrupt the whole feng shui of my living room, you know, just to bat 270 instead of 210 in a Xbox baseball game. I'll just, you know, I'll just watch like Disney Plus instead. Okay, what the? This is floor, it's floor 1. Okay, I forgot we died. We got our item. Get me out of here. Yeah. No, I changed the camera, like this is because it came up in Jay's chat too. I changed the camera to zoom, which is like the maximum size for the strike zone. And I was doing like a little bit better, but I was like, I was still like, I just felt like my reaction time is not as good as it used to be, but it's not as bad as it looks in MLB The Show. There's like some eyeball to stream like delay, or eyeball to TV delay, I should say. Okay, just I don't know, just hit this guy first, please. Thank you. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I think maybe I'll just keep playing Slay the Spire. I already know what the cards do, so I don't need to. I don't need to read the flavor text on the screen. I can lean back. Okay, this one, we're serious. We're being very serious on this one. We're being very serious on this one. You know what? This is actually a genius level strategy, because now we can't lose red hearts. And as a result, we can't lose our chance for a deal with the devil. So, you guys probably thought that was a mistake, but you are grossly mistaken yourself. How's that for irony? Pretty ironic. Yeah, I don't know. It might be the game's input delay too. I don't know. It felt off, right? And then the beauty of it being on Game Pass is because I didn't shell out like 80 Canadian dollars for it. You know, at the first sign of like not enjoying myself, I don't feel like compelled to keep playing. I'm like, you know what, actually, maybe I could just do the dishes instead. Like, there's always stuff around the house that needs to get done. Oh! Just chill. Just chill. Just chill, dude! These guys, they're bouncing all sorts of weird ways. Anyway, that's MLB The Show. It seems fine. I will say, and people in Jay's chat were saying they almost did the same thing. Oh, Tomo would like to come back in. How about that? I accidentally started Road to the Show before changing my my character name and stuff like that. I thought they would be like, as soon as you started Road to the Show, they would hit you with something like, hey, you know, create your player. So instead, I started it up, and they're like, your name is Joe Random, and you're just like an average dude. And I was like, I'm not Joe Random. I want to be called like Young Egg or something like that. Okay, this one has a chance here. Just take me down to the next floor. Don't hurt me. Take me down to the next floor. Use this immediately. That's really not what I was looking for. Go screw yourself. I hate you. But you know what? Maybe this is the moment of redemption for 7 seals. Maybe this is what's gonna tie it all together, man. Because it definitely does still explode, right? Like, I wasn't imagining the trolling there. I mean, as soon as a Luke hits me with the debate, I know who I'm paying attention to. I know who I trust. Well, this is a little tight in here. We'll go back for the chest. Don't sweat it. We'll go back for it. Just give me a moment here. Things got a little dicey in there. Super glad we went back for that. That's gonna change the game right there. The explosion radius is at least smaller now. Okay. That's not nothing. And I gotta be honest, it's actually doing me a pretty great service right here. I gotta stop using it when he's off screen. It's like so hard to pay attention to where he's going. Okay. Yeah. No. No. Okay, how do we win this run? You know, let's talk about our outs here. Well, you know, don't turn into the Lost until it's time for the deal with the devil. That's a big one. And then get very lucky. Get as many deals with the devil as possible. Hey, here's a good one. What if instead of giving me like all these filler items that don't actually contribute to your chances for victory, what if you just a random idea like gave me some items that affect your attributes? I knew that was coming. I'm not scared though. Let's go to our item room. You knew it was coming thanks to 7 seals. I think one of the ways we can... First off, Never mind. One of the ways I thought we could get around that was if we just got blank card Emperor card, but turns out we don't have to worry about that anymore. One of these days, man. Can of corn. Now we're talking. Okay, 7 seals, not the kind of item you're hoping to get from that free deal with the devil. But at least, you know what? Like, what did I say? We lost the run, but we got something even more powerful. Knowledge. Now we know 7 seal is actually... I was right. 7 seal is bad, and we can move on with our lives. Now with that information locked deep within the skull. Okay, so Eve's Mascara, also bad. But we'll take it nonetheless. Watch this dodge. Tinted Rock as well. Dude, look at that. Incredible payout. We do need the key. Wait, hold on. Secret room? No secret room. Oh, no. I didn't think... maybe I probably hit him with several bombs before. I'm guessing I hit him with several bombs before. You can't get HP as the loss, so just chill out. Not necessary. And shoot this in there. Did a lot of damage. I mean, golden bombs is better than 95% of the items in the game. Okay. This is also very good. I don't know if these Spirit Hearts will actually carry over, but we don't have much of a choice about it either way. Maybe... no, you know what? I think the secret room is right here. I think the secret room is right here. First try. Key. Just one key. Just give me a key, man. Like Steven Tyler said, just give me a key. Like in Love in an Elevator. Okay, so we know... We're gonna get into that library, because there's gonna be a key on the shop. Because the pill is going to be bombs equal keys. It's still pretty good. I can't really front on that one. That one's pretty good. We'll go to the second secret room. Which must be here. I thought I saw a key. I was incorrect. We will play you with all 4 of our bombs to get a key. And then we will, and then we'll leave. Then we will leave. Maybe there's some skulls inside of the sacrifice room? I don't know. This is not, it's not an incredible floor. But there's always the hope that that could change. I'm gonna turn into the Joker. I'm gonna become the Joker. Okay, it's one of those things where you're like, you could buy one more bomb, you could give the bomb to the bomb beggar and like hope for the best, but the odds of that like working out are so insanely low. They're like and we spent 5 minutes on that floor almost, and we're trying to get the boss rush. Like that puts a little inhibitor here. Okay, pencil's pretty good though. Pencil's not bad. Certainly better than 7 seals. No sweat there. What the heck? Okay, a dice room? We don't have any keys and we're not going to get any, but like maybe if we get enough bombs, we can go into the dice room. That would be something. Dude, thank you. Look at that. That's teamwork right there. Okay, you just chill out, man. There's no reason for you to harm this creature. Okay, let's be honest. The odds of that happening were 1 in 1. Alright, we got a slash marker end of cursed runs. These ones are like, this is just a disaster. We're getting like heavy trolled.